Plaza, and this is episode 1 of Cozy Arcade Corner. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get started. All right, so in terms of what games I'm playing right now, I am now the proud owner of a Steam Deck, so I'm super excited about that. And what I'm currently playing is actually a very cozy game. It just came out last week, and it is called Sticky Business. And pretty much what it is that it's a small business sticker making sim where you create your own beautiful stickers, you organize your storefront, you package orders, you get to read customer sentiments, and more. If you are looking at the trailer right now, it is absolutely adorable. I kind of obsessed over people who have sticker businesses on Etsy because they're just so adorable, and I love to just like buy them, and I have my own kind of physical sticker collection right now, and have always thought about like, what if I ran my own sticker business on Etsy? And now I get to do it, obviously in game. But what's really fun and cool about this game is that there is something for Twitch streamers. So if you are a Twitch streamer, the game actually features a special Twitch integration that allows viewers to place an order for you to fulfill. So it's a great way to engage with your audience. If you're Twitch streaming this game and a viewer, puts in an order for you to fulfill, like, you are able to like make your stickers, package it up, and send it over to them. So I think it is just so much fun. I have been thinking about, what if I were to live stream a game? I have no idea which one. I have no idea when I would start that. But honestly, seeing that this game has this integration just seems really cool. And I might just do it. Now, in terms of games, so, it's the end of July, which is crazy, but there are still games that are coming out just this month alone. And there's a couple that I'm really excited about. So here are a couple of them. Viewfinder. So this is a mind-bending first-person adventure game where you bring pictures to life by placing them into the world, so into the environment that you're in. And you can create, destroy, and rewind to solve puzzles. It's available as of now, July 18th on PS5 and PC. When I watched this trailer, it kind of reminds me of almost like a Paper Trail / Monument Valley, but it looks really cool. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Next up is Disney Illusion Island. So here you join Mickey and friends on a quest to explore the mysterious island of Monith and recover 3 mystical books to save the world from disaster. You can play alone or up to 3 others locally. And so that's available on July 28th and only on Switch. Venba is a narrative cooking game where you play as an Indian mom who immigrates to Canada with her family in the 1980s. And in this game, you will cook various dishes and restore lost recipes, hold branching conversations, and explore the story about family, love, loss, and more. This is available on July 31st on Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And this game actually I saw on the Wholesome Direct showcase, so definitely one that I have been really looking forward to. Last but not least, definitely excited for Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So this is a where you go on a cozy adventure with Hello Kitty and friends and restore an abandoned island to its former glory. You'll get to know some familiar Sanrio faces by discovering their likes, questing alongside them, and eventually becoming best friends. You'll craft rare items, solve puzzles, decorate cabins, and bring new visitors to create your ultimate island paradise. So I am so excited about this. This is available on July 28th, only on Apple Arcade. Now, I am not an Apple Arcade subscriber, but for this, I just might. So for my gaming news this week, I wanted to actually take us back to 2022. There was an article from The Verge in December of 2022 that talks about cozy games and how it was a very niche thing in the video game industry, but is now, what they say is a video game fixture and something that is recognized now in the gaming industry. And so really the article explores, the rise of cozy and wholesome games and their popularity in the gaming industry. With games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, it really is, providing players with kind of this open-ended experience with low stakes and minimal to no competition. And players are really just able to immerse themselves in the soothing, comfortable virtual world. And they can just engage in like simple tasks and really just enjoy the freedom of exploration. The article also talks about just like the emergence of a community of players who've always kind of sought out these types of games. But, they weren't really necessarily catered to by the industry. But as the genre has continued to grow, there has been an increasing interest and investment from major developers and platforms. Really, the appeal of the cozy game, just lies in the ability to offer, relaxation, escapism, a non-linear gameplay. It just allows players to engage in different tasks, such as organizing, decorating, socializing, and there's no pressure of time constraints or high stakes challenges or anything that's high octane. And it really is just, a break. Cozy games really does provide a break from the traditional intense and competitive gaming experience. And really players can just find solace and enjoyment. There is a part of the article where it just talks about, how bigger, tech giants or companies, are they late to the cozy gaming scene? Are they now trying to capitalize on the community that's been built through kind of this love and care of its members? But yeah, it's really interesting just to kind of see where we are now, because again, this was in December of 2022 and now we are in July of 2023. And I feel like there has been definitely a rise in cozy games, its players. It's definitely, I feel, at least from my experience, recognized and feel solidified in the gaming industry. I don't feel shy about saying that I'm a cozy gamer or that's mostly what I play. I will say, of course, there has been some, interactions that I think I've had with folks that may still claim okay, those aren't real games, but I really do feel like they are. And so I think it's just, working towards challenging what the industry has known for a very long time and recognizing that this is very much part of the industry. So today I wanted to talk about what it actually means to be passionate or have passion for the gaming industry. And what this really means is, again, it's not about I played hours and hours of a certain game, I played a portfolio of games, etc. I think when you think about it from a working perspective, I want to work in the game industry, I think passion also has to come from a place of how do you stay motivated, driven, and aligned to the values and to the work when things aren't going well, right? I think a lot of what people think about the game industry is that it is a sexy job, right? And I definitely feel that and know that there is, a sexiness to it. However, it's not all the time, right? There are hard days. There are days where it's I'm not doing the sexy parts of my job, but I still have to stay motivated. I still have to feel fueled by my passion for, doing even the most mundane work. And so I definitely want to challenge those who want to be in the industry and say that they're passionate, which is great, of course. You're going to be passionate. You're going to want to have fun and enjoy the experience of being in a game company and working your dream job. But again, there are going to be days where it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. You might have days where it just feels like a grind on something that you don't want to do. So knowing what you're passionate about and how that fuels you, even in times where it may not be fun, is something that I feel you should really think about and make sure that you're anchored to. Because I think that sometimes what I have seen people get shocked about when they come into a game studio is that they're so excited. They're yes, this is going to be the best job in the world. And then they realize there's processes, there's again, mundane tasks. There are things that aren't exactly fun. It's also a business, right? So you have to understand that a lot of the work that you're doing is going to be very much like, leaning on like business acumen and driving things forward from a business sense. So it's okay to have passion. Obviously, we want that in the industry, but how do you use that passion? Where do you use it? How do you use it in times where, again, things aren't fun or things are mundane or you're not working on the sexy parts of your job? I think really that's how real passion is actually measured, because if you can sit and do something that may not be the most fun part of your job, but you'll do it just because you really enjoy the job overall and want to do well at it and move the needle forward, then that really is true passion driving you. But if it does get to a point where things aren't fun and it's starting to get boring and you can't find that motivation, then that's definitely where maybe you're fueled and passionate about the game making part, but not all the other parts of it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining episode 1 of Cozy Arcade Corner. That was super fun to do. My second kind of video that I've done and put together. It's definitely been a labor of love, but it's been awesome to do it. And I really hope that it does create more conversations, more connections, and really getting to know y'all, seeing what you're excited about in terms of what you're playing, what you're excited for, and any news that's coming out as well. So definitely, feel free to leave comments and let me know how you're liking it or any feedback. I'm doing all of this again as a labor of love and just learning on my own. And so, any tips and tricks that y'all have, I'm definitely open to it. So thanks again for joining, and we'll see you next week for episode 2. All right. Thanks, y'all.